EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Indianapolis Colts. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And how about that for some fireworks to start this one?
And the fireworks turned out to be from the kicking team, didn't they? Yeah. I mean, go down there, make a play, not get free, and then knock the football. And for the team who's supposed to have the ball, now the defense has to run out of the field so they can slow things down a bit.
A quick scramble from the helmets, and now we switch sides. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Oh,
you're playing a game. I needed help. That's okay.
What do you need help with?
They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on 3rd down.
Give me 2 seconds.
Back to throw here. This is caught.
Score
Touchdown, Raiders.
I'm going to need those, right?
No, I can pour if you just hold the meat in the pot with a pump.
And the Raiders need just 3 plays to go down and
I
take
might
the
miss
early
it.
lead.
Whoa!
Yep, missed it.
I'm sorry.
It's no good.
What do you need me to do?
Okay, I'm going to pour this juice into the bowl. You hold the meat inside of the pot.
Oh, gotcha.
No, it's hot, babe.
You want the cheenies?
Yeah. Okay, that's good. Thank you.
Yep. Yeah!
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Prescott. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. So the completion good for just 3. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first.
Now the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Fielded at about the 28. Oh, nice move. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed coming off time.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's got it to about the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd down, Jacobs powers through it. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Touchdown! Darren Waller, 26 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. This time, the extra point up and good, and the lead now stands at 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Play action now, Prescott. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Max Crosby. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this 1st quarter of play.
Well, partners, the 1st quarter, too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Here's Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. The Colts send out their punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Noon. You came here for lunch to do it?
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Did laundry, did that.
This is taken at the 23.
Oh, stibbity.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
Babe.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Able to find Gray here. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible to continue this big season.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Michael Jackson, Billie Jean.
Nothing is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Once again, it's Jacobs. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
The kick by Carlson is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend
upon,
partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Got him. Let him rest.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw into the hands of Hooper. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
When you're struggling at the same time.
Anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Well, offensively,
Oh,
that's the
there's nothing
mismatch that you
wrong
want.
with a
You want
little
to force
bump and
linebacker to
grind.
try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Prescott from the gun. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Morrison. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And they will take over first and 10.
We're just running around.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuff.
Fuck me up.
Did not mean to do that.
Oopsies.
That one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Bro, how is that not fucking pass interference?
I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And this is
Keyline.
1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Throwing, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Morrison. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
The Colts on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Prescott. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Morrison. No gain on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Prescott off play action. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use momentum to launch another one.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bilal Nichols able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something different.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play, and it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough 3rd down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on 2nd down.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
On my side?
My side. My real side.
Little evil thing.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They go play action here on first down. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed
1,
pretty
2,
quickly.
3.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Finding Gray going across the field. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 20-yard line. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when your competitors run around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you. They get your eyes in the wrong place.
Babe!
But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Second and 9 now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well. Every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Now play number 8 is 89 yards to pick up the first on third.
Gang, gang.
You put the milk roll over here?
They'll set up a throw.
Can you spill milk on here?
Pass motherfucking interference. God damn it.
Incompletions of what was once a nice drive stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the
So
secondary
fucking
partner.
bullshit, dude.
Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play.
I'm honestly starting to fucking hate Madden.
Carlson able to
I really
put this
am.
one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off.
Madden
in the first
fucking
half.
blows.
First drive after the break, they come away with
But then they'll
3
call
and
pass
increase
interference
that
on some
lead.
stupid ass
Yeah,
other
you just
shit.
wanna keep building on that lead,
Where they're
don't you?
both
Whether
in
it's
position
6
for the
points or 3
fucking
points,
ball.
take
And
everything
you
can
accidentally
get,
rub
keep
into him.
maneuvering,
Like,
keep
okay,
getting
man.
into it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Think it's the
CD,
boss
they certainly
there.
know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard
It's
gain.
eat time.
No, the second and third. I can't read
The
that.
chance
Third.
of wasting this great starting field position.
Eat
A real
time,
threat.
eat
This is
time.
3rd and long. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say we should have done better there.
And here comes a return from a few steps.
Yeah,
into
someone
the
come
end
up and
zone.
fucking
And he'll be
smack
brought
his
down
bitch
shy of
ass.
the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
41 yards on the ground for him so far.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play, because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. Gets by him at the 25. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yeah,
run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And some room to run now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they needed a big run, a first down.
Pretty good, man. Pretty good.
And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Counter play with Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal.
3-6,
no
Mafia.
The types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line.
Scream in.
Taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it
One
here.
at the back.
Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth
Paper
quarter.
of plastic.
It has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's a handoff off to Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's
3-6
had his way in this one,
yeah.
but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things.
Babe, I did the whole second half. There's only a minute left.
Well,
Usually there'd be like 15 minutes left.
3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there.
In the
Trailing big
fountain.
here in this fourth quarter. And this one caught
Bust
on
down,
the
bust down, bust
sideline,
down,
but
bust
they say
down, bust down,
already
bust
out of
down.
bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the
Projects.
game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Colts send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright
Had that
spots so far.
100,000.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Babe, that was your freaking
The
fault.
Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Compton.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as
Time
big
to
and
go
clean of
out
a
there
win
and
as you
eat
could
some
hope for in the
barbecue,
National Football
pulled
League.
pork.
No turnovers. Meanwhile, you force turnovers.
I'm
You didn't allow
ridiculously
any points,
excited,
and you put
too.
up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And Brandon, I just have to ask you.
Motherfucking father.
Didn't taste good. Alright.
Golly. Attaboy. Babe. Get a speed.
Did you eat your salad?
Yeah. It was delicious.
salad?